Welcome back to the news at 10. Security operatives have arrested Mr. Ahmed Salkida, one of the 3 journalists wanted for alleged knowledge of Boko Haram and the whereabouts of over 200 Chibok girls. Mr. Salkida was arrested at the Nnamdi Azikiwe Airport in Abuja around 4:30 p.m. The journalist is reported to have been on board an Emirates flight from Dubai and was taken into custody immediately the door of the aircraft opened. The Nigerian army had declared Ahmed Bolori, Aisha Wakil and Ahmed Salkida wanted over alleged links to Boko Haram sects and for allegedly concealing information on the whereabouts of the Chibok girls kidnapped on April the 14th, 2014. The Nigerian Media Merit Award has disclosed that this year's award ceremony will not accommodate 10 categories, including television and radio production. During a meeting of the assessors, the board said that those responsible for the funding of the awards have backed out. The chairman of the Board of Trustees of the NMMA, Mr. Vincent Madoka, also said that the organization can only fund 43 categories this year. Our correspondent Loretta Chiogo reports.
The National Broadcasting Commission Prize for Radio Station of the Year. 3 nominees.
In its 25 years of existence, the Nigerian Media Merit Awards, NMMA, has found its place in rewarding quality and excellence in the country's media world. In furtherance of this, the annual event is set for its 24th edition to select the best entries out of the 886 already collated from the print, radio and television media. However, there's a sharp drop of 10 award categories for this year, which include Award for Environmental Reporter, Capital Market Reporter, Maritime, Aviation, Radio and Television Production, among others.
Well, we've been carrying a number of categories ourselves, unsponsored. That means we've been funding them from our own resources. Now we can't afford to do so this year, and therefore we are dropping those. But we are canvassing for sponsorship for those awards all the same.
Formally accepting the entries made for the awards 2016, the chairman, panel of assessors, Professor Ralph Akinfeleye, frowns at the low turnout of entries.
We have recorded 87.1% for the print, whereas for the radio, only 7.6%. For the television, it's even worse, 5.3%. And we have, our last count, 453 radio and television stations in this country operating out of the 671 that have been licensed. And who will take this on, editors, tell your people to be proud of their work and submit it for the competition.
The media outlets are concentrated largely around Lagos, and therefore people might think that this was a Lagos affair, but in fact it's a national affair.
From all said here, it is clear that the recession status of the country may have affected the dropped categories in the NMMA award for this year. However, the non-governmental body maintains that this year's award will not fall short of rigorous screening and excellence despite the challenges of funding. Loretta Chiogo, Channels Television News.
The Bank of Industry says in spite of the nation's challenges, it will continue to work towards enriching the country's economic activities. This was the assurance at the quarterly Customers Forum for the Southwest region held in Osogbo, Osun State.
In the face of the current economic challenges, many small and medium-scale enterprises in Nigeria are faced with folding or downsizing. Others are looking inward for more proactive ways to sustain their survival. At the Customers Networking Forum in Osogbo, organized by the Bank of Industries for the Southwest region, participants bare their minds on issues bothering them and possible solutions.
There's nothing wrong with the policy of focusing on agriculture, but is it realistic for development? No, sir. Everything you have a list there. Also, we can only produce cassava, and that's all that is required here. modernization of Nigeria. You want to buy an agricultural implement. You go to the market, you see all sorts of things. And if you want to really go to where you get the original, let's say original quote now, you will be going to somewhere in Germany or America.
The BOI Head Customer Care Division says it is important to encourage Nigerians to look at opportunities in the difficult times and enable them improve on their business strategies.
So improving the best in serving our customers, we need to increase trust and ultimately build loyalty with our customers. The second point I have is, in most cases, very interestingly, excellent customer service matters more than price.
The Quarterly Customers Network is a conscious drive on the part of the BOI to grow and develop the real sector, ideas contributors want for the growth of the economy.
Let's take a look at some business news for the day. Here's Anne Waudu.
You first. First Bank.
Thank you, Joma. Welcome to Business News. Nigeria's former head of interim government, Mr. Ernest Shonekan, has asked the Buhari administration to diversify the economy through tax incentives to business owners. Mr. Shonekan, who is a patron of the Nigeria Economic Summit Group, calls for government and private sector interface with a view to reviving the economy.
Favorable incentives will enable the companies to do more, and the country can move forward to greater heights. Such incentives can be in the form of tax rebates, which are deductible over a short to medium term. For example, the Federal Inland Revenue Service, FIRS, could allow companies that successfully develop new technologies that lead to increased agricultural and industrial output offset their cost of funding innovation against the taxes.
First City Monument Bank, FCMB, has promised to build on the success of its retail banking initiative. This is to serve its customers better. The executive director of the bank in charge of finance, Mrs. Yemisi Edu, who was speaking at the official opening of the new branch in the Asokoro area of Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, says FCMB has provided several platforms to its customers for easy banking.
The new branch of the First City Monument Bank, located in Asokoro Federal Capital Territory. The bank's idea is driven by its desire to further enhance its retail banking scheme. These officials of the bank say will meet the needs of their customers.
We always like to open strategic branches where we know we can meet the need of our customers. We have assessed this area and we noticed that our customers will be better served if we place a branch into this place in order to fulfill the retail strategic commitment that we have given to our customers.
Officials of the bank say they have provided banking channels that would help fast-track business transactions for their customers. They also want their customers to use it judiciously.
As you can see from the design of this place, everything was done to cater for the interest of the customers. You can see that we have in this branch an internet hub where customers who want to do internet banking, can actually come in. They don't need to have any data on their own. Once you just get there, there's free Wi-Fi for them to use to do all the internet banking. That I probably believe is one of the first of its kind in this country. The design of the entire branch, the number of tellers, everything is just to give a fantastic, customer experience. So our customers should expect the best of banking experience in this place.
Some of their customers expressed delight at the establishment of a new branch closer to them.
It's a brand new branch and more closer, where location is good. very close to the people. I mean, the customers, most of the customers there is centrally located.
With an increase in the bank branches in the nation's capital city, residents of Asokoro and its environs are sure to have a better banking experience with the First City Monument Bank.
Well, Nigeria remains a destination for foreign portfolio investments despite the challenges of policies, corruption and insecurity. The chief executive of Eagle Global Markets, Mr. Gbite Odunye, told Channels Television today that despite the present economic recession, investors are encouraged by long-term outlook on domestic investment opportunities.
We are in a recession, the worst economy for 25 years. There's no escaping that. I suppose all we can do is to keep pushing the fact that these reforms are being made. Yes, they could be faster, but these reforms are being made. And if you thought Nigeria was a brilliant opportunity in 2013, it should still remain a brilliant opportunity in 2016.
Nigeria's stock market closed negative today following profit booking in certain key sectors as investors remain very cautious of the country's economy. Let's now join Millicent Walker for more on today's closing figures.
Hello and welcome to the Stock Market Report. Nigeria's stock market opened the week with a 0.18% drop in the all-share index on Monday, following price losses from top blue-chip equities, while the market capitalization fell by 18 billion naira to 9.51 trillion naira. Monday's turnover was slightly lower with a total of 195 million shares traded in 3,221 transactions for 1.57 billion naira against Friday's session. From a list of 13 gainers, Main, Baker, Curtis and Diamond Bank emerged as the top three advancers, while PZ, John Holt and United Capital led 15 other losers. Financial equities still dominate the activity chart, led by FBN Holdings, GT Bank and Diamond Bank. And that's the Stock Market Report. I'm Millicent Walker.
Thanks a lot, Millicent. Well, U.S. markets are closed today to commemorate Labor Day, but other major markets around the world ended mixed as investors cheer Friday's disappointing U.S. jobs report for the month of August. Well, that ends business news for tonight. Thank you for watching. I am Anne Nwawadu. Back to you, Joma.
You first. First Bank.
Thanks a lot, Anne. Next on the news at 10, Olympic medalist Mary Onyali Omagwemi seeks quick implementation of Sports Reform Committee and their recommendations by the federal government. That's on sports. Stay with us.